Okay. Okay, here we go. Hey guys, Mr. Graves here. I think hopefully this thing's working. It's not working. Oh, it's working. Okay, good. It's working. Okay, good. Okay, guys. Hey guys, Mr. Graves here. I realized when I was going through all of my videos that I never did one about the area and circumference of a circle. I have no idea why that skipped my mind. I thought maybe I had mentioned maybe a little bit in the area of shapes video. But I definitely got to do this. My students definitely need to know this. But before I do, I'm going to draw two circles. I'm just going to make use of them the same color. It doesn't hurt. So I'm going to have this one here, circle A. I'll call circle A. I'll call this one here, circle B. Now, on circle A, I'm going to use two of my favorite colors on this, by the way. I'm going to use this one right here, just in red. I'm going to put a dot here in the middle. I'm going to have it go to this end right here. Now, in the other circle, I'm going to put a dot in the middle as well. I'm going to have one go to the right and one go to the left. So obviously, circle A has a much shorter line than circle B. So the one obviously in red here is called the radius. What you have to know about the radius, it is half of the diameter. And of course, that leads us down to our guy here on the bottom, the one in purple, the purple line. That's the one that I call the diameter. And the diameter is always two times the radius. So obviously, if you look at it, always know this for a fact. Okay, the radius is always less than the diameter. Please do not make that mistake. That's why if you see a line in purple like that, and you're trying to find the area of it, you must divide by two. Thankfully, on these 8% of problems here, we do not have to worry about that whatsoever because they literally give us nothing but radius. And I don't know why my thing keeps on dimming, or maybe just my glasses, I don't know. Anyways, let me go ahead and I'll show you all these 8 examples together. I just want to get that out of the way. Know that the radius is always the one that's smaller. It's half of the diameter, so it has to be smaller, okay? I'm going to go ahead and erase all this stuff here. And I'm tired. So tired. Better since this is all over. Okay, so for the first one here, I like to do things in colors. So I'm going to do the first one in red, right? The radius of that one is 12 inches. Now, we're trying to find the area, and the area of any shape, area of any circle is pi r squared. Okay. Remember, we're going to use 3.14 for pi. So based on that information, and of course we know r to the second power is basically going to multiply the radius by itself twice. So some other people prefer to write the formula like this: 3.14 times r, because that's really what you're doing, right? You're taking your radius that's to the second power and you're multiplying it two times, right? By two. Right? Two. And of course, the shorthand version of pi, that's an irrational number, by the way, is always going to be 3.14. So that's all I'm going to be doing for all of these. I'm just going to be taking 3.14 and multiplying them that way. Now, to give myself a little bit of a challenge, what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve these by hand without a calculator, and then use a calculator to check my work. This was like back when I was a kid. This is how we did it. There was no calculator. It was literally do it by hand and pass or fail. And if you fail, they were laughed at you. And that was that. Yeah, I know it made for very, very sad days. So for the first one here, I know my formula is going to be pi r squared. My r 12 is 12 to the second power, so now the area is going to be 3.14 times 12 to the second power. I know 12 to the second power off my mental math is 12 by 12, which is 144. And this is actually, I'm doing this unedited, by the way. So I'm going to do 144 times 3.14. 4 times 4 is 16, put the 1. It's also another 16, plus 1 is 17, plus 1 is 5, 0. Cross out that number. 1 by 144 is also the same thing. I'm going to put 2 zeros. So I cross out a second number now. 3 times 4 is 12. Put the 1 up top. 4 times 3 is also 12, plus 1 is 13. Put the 1 here, so that's 4. Add them all up. That's 6, 11. 4 is 9, 12, and put the 1 here. It's 9, 11, 12. 1 is 5. And I have 2 decimal places. So my answer should be 152.16. If I make a mistake, I take the L, right? But if I don't make a mistake, I get a W. So 144 times 3.14. Yikes. It's 4. I was right, it's 4. Oh man, well, that kind of counts. Yeah, it is 4. Wow. 452.16 is indeed correct. So I know for that one, I can give myself a W. Crap. A win. I need to put a little check mark too. Now I'm going to try and change colors again to purple. I'm going to erase everything I have over here. All right, here I know my radius is going to be 14 kilometers. So I'm going to use my formula. That equals pi r squared. So my area is going to be, I know we know pi is 3.14 times 14 to the second power. Now, I don't know what 14 by 14 is top of my head. I can guess. So I believe it's going to be 196. But remember, can I use a calculator? So I'm going to do it by hand. 416, put the 1, 5, 0, then 4 and 1. Yeah, that's right, 196. There's 3.14 times 196. And now I need to do that to get my answer. So I will do that. 196 times 3.14. This is going to be a little bit toughy. 6 times 4 is 24. Put the 4 over here. Put the 2. 9 times 4 is 36. Plus 2 is 38. Add the 3. 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 3 is 7. 0. Cross out that first number. 1 times 196 is going to be the same thing. 691. Put another 0. Cross out 2 numbers, put 2 zeros. 3 times 6 is 18. The 1. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 1 is 28. Take the 2. 3 times 1 is 2. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2 is 5. Did not mess this up. That's 4. 8 plus 6 is 14. Add the 1. 9 plus 7 is 16. Plus 8 is 24. 25. 2. 9, 11. 1 is 6. I got still 2 decimal places. So my answer should be 615.44 kilometers to the second power. So I get my calculator. Check it. Multiply that by 3.14. Yep, I was right. So that's another W for me. On this one, I'm gonna take an L somewhere. I'm pretty sure. Knowing my crappy luck, I'm gonna take an L somewhere. Ugh. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do the third one in blue. That's the colors I was trying to decide. It is, after all, my favorite of all colors. So that one has a radius of 9. I know I'm gonna use the same formula. R squared. So A is gonna be 3.14 times 9 to the second power. I know 9 to the second power is 81. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my math over on the side. 3.14 times 81. 4 times 1 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. Put the 0, cross it out. 8 times 4 is 32. 3. 8 times 1 is 8. Plus 3 is 11. Put the 1 over here. 3 is 24, 25. Add everything up. That's 4. That's 3. That's 4. 5, 2, and 2 decimal places. So my answer would be 254.34 m to the second power. Trying to challenge myself to get all these right. If I don't get all these right, I'm probably a bad math teacher. Crap. What's up with this stupid clock? It's going away. Technology. Okay, tell me. Yep, that's right. So that's another W for me. I want to see all W's for sure. Let's see all W's. Number 4, I want to use green. You're gonna see a pattern when I do these colors. I literally do it from top to bottom of whatever the Zoom blackboard says it is. So for this one, my radius is 11 centimeters. So I'm gonna write my formula down again. Pi r squared. So area is 3.14 times 11 to the second power. I know 11 to the second power is 121. So now I'm going to be multiplying 121 times 3.14. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. Put the 0. 1 times 121 is 121. 2 is 2 zeros. Sorry, I forgot how far I did the 4 before. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. And 3 times 1 is 3. Add everything up. That's 4, 9, 6, 9, 7, 3, 2 decimal places. So my answer should be 379.94. My units are centimeters. Weird. I should go back and put in the units for the other guy in red. As you guys will get to know, I'm kind of a little OCD. Things have to be perfect. Okay, let's see if I have the right answer. Um, yep, that's another W for me. Oops, wrong colors. Got to be green. Let me see if I can get some more W's here on all these. I should have right because I'm a math teacher, so I should get all these right, quote unquote. But you guys got to figure out math is not my. I didn't really go to school for math. My first degree is in history, so I'm doing number five here in brown. The radius was my radius. I'm going to use my formula. That's going to be pi r squared. So that's going to be 3.14. So I'm going to be, you see, these last ones are going to be tough because I don't want to even think about it right now. 4 times 2.6 to the second power. All right, so what I'm going to do for 2.6 to the second power, I'm going to do some interest in mathematics. I'm going to do 26 times 26. That's 36 for 3. That's 15. 0. 12. 1 is 5. And I'm all up. I'm going to have 676. But if I put the decimal points, I have two decimal places. So I know 2.6 to the second power is 6.76. See how I did that? And let's hope I'm right, because you're going to make or break the rest of this. The A is going to be 3.14, oops, times 6.76. Oh man, they have to make it so hard. I just have to do a little bit of house cleaning. I'm going to move these up out of the way. So I'm going to do, this is why people hate that. It's a lot of work. Times 3.14. So again, 6 times 4 is 24. 2. 7 times 4 is 28. Plus 2 is 30. Put a 3. Plus 24 is 37. Put a 0. Carry cross it out. 1 by that is just itself. So it's going to be 676. I'm going to put 2 zeros. I'm going to cross out my last number. 6 times 3 is 18. Put the 1. 3 times 7 is 21. Plus 1 is 22. Put the 2 up over here. So 3 is 18. Plus 2 is 20. That's 4. That's 6. 7 plus 7 is 14. And 14 plus 8 is 22. Plus 2 is 4, 10, 12. 1 and 2. Now I have 4 decimal places. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. So my answer for number 5, I'm going to write number 5 over here, is going to be 21.2264. And what are my units? Inches. So I'm going to put all this in my calculator. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Correcto. So that one has an area of 21.2264 inches squared. So I did all the math work there. I'll leave my work. And I'm going to erase the other stuff because I desperately need the space. Even though this is a 12.9 inch iPad, things are not quite as roomy as you would think if you're like, unless the kind of time I wish I had a 34 inch like stylus Windows device, take it right on. Okay, let's see. On number six, oh man, this is the one this one, like I'm already looking at it and I'm already like, dragging my feet about it. The radius is 34.1. So I'm going to do number six over here, black. I'm going to write my formula down. I'm going to now plug in my numbers. 3.14 times 34.1 to the second power. Ugh, what do I do? Well, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and cheat again. I'm going to just go ahead and multiply 341 to itself, and then put my decimal places at the end. Okay, so that way it doesn't look as scary enough, right? One by itself is just going to be 341. So I'll put a 0. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Add 1 here. 5 is 12 plus 1 is 13. 2 zeros. Put it out. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 4 is 12. 1. 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10. Add everything up. I'm going to have 1. 4 plus 4 is 8. 3 plus 6 is 9. That's 12. Add a 1 over here. That's 6. 1 and 1. I'm going to have 2 decimal places, right? Where is it? Yep, 34.1 plus 1.1. 2 decimal places. So go right here. So for this one, I'm going to say that the area is going to be, no, so that's not the area. Ooh, caught myself there. I know that now I'm going to be multiplying a huge number now. It's actually freaking me out a little bit. Anxiety. So actually, this is 3.14 now times 1 comma 162.81. This is what I was afraid of, like literally. Whatever, right? Best to just do it instead of procrastinate about it. So I'm gonna do 1 comma 162.81 times 3.14. 4 times 1 is 4. 8 times 4 is 32. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 3 is 11. I don't want to make a mistake. I lose my perfect thing. It was 4. 2, 3. Okay, good. And 4 times 6 is 24. And 24 plus 1 is 25. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 2 is 6. Should I do that? I did it right. That's 4. 4 times 2. 32, put 3 up here. 8, 11. 1 over there. 4 over 5 over there. Put 2, 6. Yep. Did that one right. Cross it out. Now I love these ones. Anytime I multiply by 1, it's just the same thing. So all you just gotta do is write it backwards. 1. Heck. Oh my goodness sakes, that's ridiculous. 1. My thing went crazy. 2, 6, 1, 1. Yeah, make sure I got it right. Looks like I did. Now I'm gonna cross out a second 1. I'm gonna do the last time. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 8 is 24. 2 over here. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. 3 times 6 is 18. 1, that's a 4, that's a 3. Add everything up. Okay, that's 4, that's a 3. There's 9, there's 12. Yeah, that's supposed to be a 3. I don't know why I didn't put that down. 12. Maybe the stylus is giving up the ghost. Up is 7, 11, 12. 6 plus 6 is 12, 121. That's 5, 13, 13, 15. This is 6. And it looks like I'm counting 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my answer, and this is probably going to be wrong. I'll be shocked if I got this right. 3 point, comma, 651.2234. So let me see. Let's see if I got it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1 to the 7th power. Yep, that's correct. Wow. Wow. I am shocked. I got that one right. They was like just throwing all these curveballs in my face. Ugh. All the glory goes to God always. My feet have been killing me. Same strategy here. I'm going to go ahead and write down the formula. So for this one here, I know my radius is 13.2. I know for pi mother 3.14 times 13.2 to the second power. So now I need to do 13.2. Excuse me. And what is 132? 2 times 2 is 4. 2 is 6. 2. That is 0. Cross that the number out. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. Add a second 0. Cross it out. And 1 by itself, which is going to be 2, 3, 1. Add everything up. That's a 4. 6 plus 6 is 12. And 2, put the 1 over here. 9 times 2 is 11. 13, 14. The 1 over here is going to be 6, 7, and then 1. And then remember, I have 0.2. We'll have 2 decimal places. So it's going to be 174.28. So my area is going to be 3.14 times 174.24. And this one, there's no shortcuts whatsoever. Like literally, like when y'all kids be saying you have to lock in, this is the same for me too. I gotta lock in. So 174.24 times 3.124. Sorry, 3.14. Should I do my math? The key is do not doubt yourself. Have confidence. 4 times 4 is 16. 1 is 8, 9. 4 times 4 is 16. Put the 1. It's 28, 29, add the 2, 6, 0, 0. Not bad for someone who didn't go to school for math, right? Not bad. 1 by itself is not going to change anything. So it's going to be 4. Oh, wait. I think it's, oh, if I double tap it. Oh my God, that's what's causing that. I just found that out on my Apple Pencil. Oh, wow, that's cool. If I double tap it, it switches it from eraser to pen. It's cool. This is 4, 2, 4, 7, 1. Pass it out. Now I have. Wait, that's not right. It's supposed to be 1, 0. That's not right. And I'm pretty sure that is not right. You cross out. Yeah, so it'll be 1-0. That's that one number. Now I can write, okay, yeah, I can now 4, 2, 4, 7, 1. There we go. Much better. It's crazy. I just put a second zero. Now, last one. 3 times 4 is 12. Put the 2, 1. This is going to be 7. There's going to be 12, 21, 22. That's one. 3, so it's 5. Ooh, it's going to get really ugly now. So 6, 9 plus 4 is 13. Add the 1. 6 plus 2 is 8, 10, 11. Over here, 4, 13, 20. 1 for the 2, 13, 15, 17. 1, that's going to be 4. And I have 4 decimal places. So that's my answer. Oh man, I hope this is right. 547.1136. So it's going to be 4 times 13.2, which is a power. 1, 1. Yeah, it rounded up to 4. Yep, that's still right. Yep, that is also right. Wow. So I'm 7 for 7. Hope I shouldn't get too cocky, right? No, everyone hates someone who's always showboating. So I'm not gonna do that. Let me also close the, let me delete these. Okay. Now the last one. So if I survive 7, I can definitely survive the last one. And this last one here, let's see. I'm gonna use purple, my third favorite color. I'm gonna use the same formula. A is equal to pi r squared. A is gonna be 3.14 times 29.9 to the second power. I'm going to figure out what 299 by itself equals to me. 9 times 9 is 81. This is 8. 81. 81 plus 8 is 89. 9 times 2 is 18. So 18 is 18 plus 18 is 26. There's 0. Outside the first number. Now I'm going to do 9 times the same thing, right? So I'm going to do the same thing again. 1, 9, 6, 2. Why work hard when you can work smart? I know that's for sure. 9 times 2 is 18. Put the 1 up top here. 9 times 2 is also 18. Put the 1 is 19. 1 here, just 2 is 2, 1 is 5. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. What I got? So 1 to 0. Put the 1 up top. 7, 16, 24. 2. 2 is 8. 5 is 4, 10, 19. Yeah, it's 19. And this was going to be 8. All right, then remember it's 299 dot dots. I'm gonna have 2 decimal places. So it's gonna be 894.01. So now I'm gonna be actually multiplying a pretty big number here, guys. 3.14 times 894.01 0.01. So I'm gonna give it one more go and hopefully I get 100 on this one. Now you see what it was like doing homework when I was a kid. 14. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 0, 16. Put the 1 up top. 36, 37, 3. That's 32, 35. Oops. Careful. Put the 0. Sit out. 1 byte times anything that is itself will be itself. Just 1, 0, 4. Oops, that's supposed to be 9, 8. 9, 8. There we go. And then I'm going to put in 2 zeros now. Multiply the last guy. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 0 is 0. 4 times 3 is 12. One up top. 9 times 3 is 27 plus 1 is 28. 2. 8 times 3 is 24. 26. This is 4. 1. 3 is 9. The 4 is 11. Put the 1 up top. 14, 16, 17, 11. I'm looking at 20. Yeah, 20. 2. Here would be 8. We're going to have 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my area is going to be 2,807.1914. The year World War I happened. Funny because we're in World War II at the moment. World War III at the moment. Square. Yeah. All right, let me see if I got this last one right. 4 times 29.9 to the 7th power. Yep, I did. So I was 8 for 8. Right there. I was 8 for 8. 100%. Now, the fun doesn't stop here, right? I just showed you guys the area. Now I need to show you the back. And this was how we find the circumference. Okay. Now, again, all these, they give us just the radius. Okay. So this actually makes my job a little easier, honestly, because there's actually 2 formulas you need for circumference. The first one is going to be pi times diameter. Also, like think of it as 3.14 times d. That's why we say the circumference is 3 times the diameter. Remember, area is inside, circumference is the outside of the circle. There's also another formula called 2 pi r, or c is equal to 2 times 3.14 times r, which I know that's the same as 6.28 r. That's how I prefer to use. I prefer to use that formula. So it looks like for the rest of these last 6 ones, I'm going to be using this one instead. So all I'm just going to be doing is multiplying all of these radiuses by 6.28. Makes my job a little easier, I think. No, we need that back there. Yeah, we do. All right. So here I know my radius is 8 miles. I'm going to do circumference is equal to 6.28 pi. So I took my r. So as my c is going to equal 6.28 times 8. I do my work over here. 6.28 times 8. 8 times 8 is 64 plus 6. Times 2 is 12. Is that no? 8 times 2 is 16. 6 is 22. 48 plus 2 is 50. So 50.24 should be my answer. And I don't have to do any units to second power because we just find the circumference, not the area of the shape. So 6.28 times 8. Yep, that's correct. Give me another W in black. And I'm going to erase what I did there in black because I need the space. Hmm. For this one here, it looks like, let's see. Hmm. You have a radius of 8.3 yards. So I'm going to know my C is equal to 6.28 R. So C is equal to 6.28 times 8.3. So I'm going to do 6.28 times 8.3. This one's not as daunting as you might think. I don't think so. 8 times 3 is 24. 2 times 2 is 6 plus 2 is 8. So it's 18. 0 across that number. And I already know what 6.28 times 8 is, isn't it? Because I already did it over here. But just for the sake of time, I'll do it again. 8 times 8 is 64. 16, 22. So there, 50. There we go. Same thing. Add them up. I'm going to have 4, 12, put the 1, 11, 2, and 5. And I have 3 decimal places. So my answer should be 52.124. So let me see if my guy agrees with me. 6.28 times 8.3. I was wrong. I must take an L. Oh, wait. I put the wrong numbers in. 28 times 8.3. Hold up. Yeah. So what happened before I put 6.25 times 8.3? Wrong. 6.28 times 8.3. Sometimes these calculators be having a monitor there, I swear. I swear. Okay. Now for the next one, number 11 down here. I know the R, oops, 4.2. So my circumference is going to be 6.28 times 4.2. Again, for the sake of time, I'm going to erase my work in the red over there so I can write my work in the purple. All right. 8 times 2 is 16 right here. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. 6 times 2 is 12. 0, cross out the number. 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 3 is 11. 4 is 1 is 25. Add them all up. This is 6, this is 7, this is 3, this is 6, this is 2. I'm going to have 3 decimal places. So my circumference is going to be 26.1 6.376 yards. Again, did the calculator agree with me? I think so. Yes, it did. That is correct. Again, erase the purple. I'm going to need space to do number 12. And I cannot forget to give myself my W, right? Life is all about the wins and how you take the losses. There we go. Clearing this out. Yeah. So this one here, my radius is 6.2. And I'm going to use the same formula. 6.28 times 6.2. Wow, that's crazy. Well, it should make it easier to do. So 6.28 times 6.2. 2 times 8 is 16. Put the 1 over here. 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. That's 12. 0, cross out the number. 6 times 8 is 48. 4. 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 4 is 16. 1, that's 36. 1 is 37. I'm up, I get 6. That's 13. Put the 1. It's 9. 8. 3. Have 3 decimal places. So this answer should be 38. I'm going to drop my pencil. 38.936 miles. Again, calculator, who's right? 6.2. Yep, 38.936. That is correct. Then over here, finally we have a whole lot more space to work with. So we have our radius already given to us. And my circumference is going to be 6.28 times 5.2. I got to do my work over here to the side. 6.28 times 5.2. 16, put the 1. That's 4. That's 5. That's 12. 0 plus out. 44. 7 is 10. 1 here. It's 11. No, 31. Wish I did it right. 40. 14. Yep. Add them all up. We got 5, 6, 6, 2. I don't know why they're saying I have a follower. I don't care. But it's not, I don't care I have a follower. Just I don't care what they're disturbing me from my math. But right now, how hard it is to concentrate, especially when you're not a math. You go. I didn't go to school for math. I have degrees in history, education, and business. Math is not something I specialize in, but I think I'm pretty decent at it, I guess. We'll see if this one proves I'm right or wrong again. Probably wrong. 2.28 times 5.2. Yep, that was right. So am I about to go 6 for 6 on the back? Well, we have one more to go. I'm going to erase it. I need the space. And hint, hint, this last color is going to be brown. Brown is one of my least favorite colors because the Cleveland Browns play my Ravens, and brown is the color if you know what. Okay, so here, C is equal to 6.28 times 11.1. I can't believe I didn't write down the formula for both sides. Man, that stuff like that drives me nuts. It may seem silly, but you need to be consistent all the time to the best of your ability. And if you mess up, admit you messed up. I messed up there. I didn't write down my formula. So I'm going to do 11.1 times 6.28. 8 times 1 is 8. 8, 8, 0, 2, 2, 2, 0, 0, 6, 6, 6. Add them all up. That's 8. It's 10. Put the 1 over here. 217. It's 9, 6. I have 3 decimal places. Yep, so it's going to be 69.708. See, don't know why I put squared. 1.1 times 6.28. Yeah, that is correct. So for this one, I also went another 8 out of 8. No, 6 out of 6. And the time, how long this recording took, is how long it would have taken me to get over this kind of homework. This is the kind of problem we had to do at least like 20 problems a night, like, stuff like this by hand without a calculator. Just use the calculator to check my work. So if I can do it in my old age, you guys should be able to do it too. Okay? Y'all have a good rest of your day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.